And begin. Hello, beautiful people of the world. I'm Coach Dalton from Rank State Boxing. We'd like to welcome you to our podcast, To the Bell. I'm here with my lifelong friend, Gus, as always. How you doing, man?
Pretty good, pretty good.
So for the people that don't know, Gus, you just had eye surgery, what, last Tuesday?
Transplant.
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 Eye transplant.
Yes.
Last Tuesday.
Last Tuesday, yes.
How's that going, man?
Oh man, it's going great. I had to be in Louisville around like 6 our time, which would be 7 their time. And it was just scary as hell, It was just like when we got in there or whatever, it was me, my mom, my girlfriend. We got in there or whatever because my girlfriend took me. When we got in there, we got on the desk or whatever. That was like, do you have an attorney? Do you have da 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 da? And I'm like, what? Am I gonna die from this?
Oh
I'm
my
like, yeah. So from the get back, it was already scary because it was like, and then on top of that, they gonna tell me that if something bad happened to you, you know who the stuff goes to or whatever. I was just shook up after that, and then the other thing that shook me up was they showed me the damn bill right there.
They
Said,
showed you the
yeah,
bill
they show you
there?
the bill right there. It
Oh,
was like, I'm like shook up or whatever, and I was like, well, this is how much you're gonna pay. Well, this is how much it's gonna be. I'm
if you
sorry.
survive.
Yeah, if you survive, if not, we're gonna come get your stuff. We're gonna come get your truck, we're gonna come get your house, and come get your bed and everything. I'm just playing. They didn't say that.
Oh,
No,
shit.
I'm just playing. I didn't say
They gotta
that.
take your office and
Yeah,
everything.
no, but shit, my office star number 3 is down right now.
Yeah,
That picture I see.
had a commission.
Yeah, the commission.
My
Anyways,
lord.
they showed me the bill, and I was like, what? I think it was like 38,000. 38,000 for the transplant. And I was like, do I gotta pay this today? He was like, nah. She said, that's how much it is. Your insurance covering this much. You only have to pay this much amount. And it was on like, I think it was like $600.
You got some
So,
good insurance,
yes,
dog.
yes,
You got some real good
yes.
insurance.
And I was like, dang. I was like, well, can I go ahead and pay it right now? He said, nah, don't worry about it. You worrying about the wrong things right now. You just need to worry about signing this paper so we can get you ready to the prep room. I was like, all right, whatever.
Oh man.
And well, they took me back there, and I think that, which I have my contact, because without my contact, I can't see nothing. He said, well, you're going to have to take everything off. You're going to get butt naked or whatever, put a robe or whatever. Whoop, whoop. So I took my contact out. So I couldn't see. So it was just, my mom went in the waiting room, and me and Tiff, she went in the room with me, and took my contact out or whatever. And that nurse, I don't know who she was or what she was doing, but she was on something. Because I couldn't see nothing. She was over there prepping me, whatever, poking me with needles and stuff. And apparently, blood. She poked me, and blood just went everywhere. That's what Tiffany was telling me.
Where was I mean, you don't remember?
I know I was there, but I couldn't see nothing because I didn't have my
You just
contact.
felt it
No,
splash.
the blood was going on the floor.
Oh my god.
And then once the nurse went out, she said, "Gus." I said, "What?" She said, "I think that nurse is high." I said, "Why is that?" She said, "Because you ought to see her." I said, "What she look like?" She said, "She got 3 ponytails. She look like she just woke up. She's running like 100 miles an hour." She said, "There's blood all over the floor where she poke you from the IV and everything." I was like, "Ah, fuck, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die."
Oh.
I said, "Oh yeah, I don't know if I want to do
Was
this."
this the same day as your
Yeah,
transplant?
yes.
Oh
That's the
no.
prep room. That was the prep room right
I'd like to
there.
reschedule, please.
And anyways, whatever, calm down or whatever. And they took me to the surgery. They rolled me because again I can't see nothing. I can't see nothing. This side's jacked up. Like my I ain't got my contact mother, so I couldn't see nothing. Took me to the prep room. I thought they were gonna put stuff in my thing. What you call it? The bag. IV. I thought they were gonna put some stuff in the IV and then it's gonna put me
Right.
out. She said, "Here, smell this." They gave me the gas, the little face
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
She said, "Just breathe in it and breathe it once. Tasted real nasty. Breathe it again. I was gone. I
What?
was
Normally,
gone.
yeah, I
I was
got my
gone.
wisdom teeth taken out. It was just IV. And they're
Yeah.
like, if the room starts to spin, don't be alarmed.
No,
I was like,
I didn't even
what?
spin. I would just taste this weird, nasty taste on that mask. And I remember smelling it twice.
And you were
And then I was
just,
completely out. I woke up, like, they woke me up when it was ready or whatever. And it's like, hey, you good? We done with your surgery. Everything look good. Which I ain't even talked to my transplant, my surgery doctor. I ain't even talked to him when he went over there. I was knocked out or whatever. They took me back to the room. Tiffany was like, the doctor just came. He said everything was good. He said, have you talked to him? I said, no, I ain't talked to him or whatever. He was like, but he said, everything's good. This. Which I was in no pain at all. I was no pain. It was just everything I was just like confused and stuff. Well, that crazy nurse came back in there. And I was
That's
like,
gonna fuck the job.
I was going about to, I was about to ask my surgeon. I was like, please don't let this nurse in there. But they knocked me out before I even say anything. But I think she was just a worker in the hospital, because I think that,
Just poking with needles
yeah, I
and
guess, yeah, and
IVs.
IVs and stuff. And but you know, they the nurse, she was like, do you need anything for pain? I was like, which I was in no pain again. And I was like, yeah, because I already, I was like, nah, let me go ahead and get some before,
Just in case,
just in
better safe
case
than
if I do
sorry.
whatever. So she gave me some kind of pain pill or whatever. And matter of fact, when she dropped it on the floor, and I'm like,
You
man,
dropped your pee on the
yeah,
floor?
yeah. I was like, man, she probably had like more than one, and she probably took one in her pocket or
Right,
whatever.
right.
You know how they do.
This sounds horrible.
It
This sounds
was
like a
that nurse
horrible
was horrible.
experience,
That was
man.
just horrible. Which I wasn't even really worried about that. Whatever. I was just ready to just come home, whatever. They signed some papers, told me, do this, do that, calling some drops. You got to wear these, this, that. So they put a bandage. When I got a surgery, transplant, they put a eye patch on me, like a patch or whatever. So I really couldn't see, and I was scared to try to, look through, like to the see if I can see anything. So I was like, man, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna open my head with it. So I kind of glanced, kind of opened a little bit, and I did see light. So I was like, that's a good thing, I guess. I'm assuming. I was
Yeah.
like, we just gotta go from there. So got done with that. Got in the truck. She drove back home. I slept the whole time. I got home. I called everybody, text everybody, whatever, how it went. I called, text everybody, all the boys, or whatever. Woo, woo, woo. And after I got done talking to everybody, whatever, this pain, it wasn't even the eye hurting. This pain from the back of my skull right here. It just started hurting. My shoulders,
Said your throat was hurting
my
right
throat was
behind it.
hurting. My shoulders, my legs. I just feel like they beat me up in there. It would just feel so pain, like pain. When I get pain, and my mom came in there and checked me at my house, and I was so aggravated. I told Tiff, I was like, hey, you gotta call a doctor. Tell them they gotta have to give me something, because I can't deal with this pain. I said, there's no way. I was like, man, I'm about to rip this eye out. I was like, they can have the transplant back, because I don't want this pain. She called the doctor or whatever. She was like, nah, tell him he just needs to take some time off. So she went rushed to the store and got me some Tylenol. Took some time. No, she got me Tylenol, regular Tylenol, extra strength, and Tylenol PMs. I took like 2 PMs, was knocked out. I slept the whole night. Next day, I had an appointment back in Louisville for a checkup. They we went back to Louisville. She took me back to Louisville, whatever. They took my bandages off, and I could see, like, not perfectly, but I could see, I could see whatever. They done a exam on my eye. I was already seeing better than what I was before I went over there. I was just seeing better, a whole lot better. And it was all kind of junk, all kind of weird stuff, like boogers all through here. And anyways, they cleaned it up or whatever. And my doctor looked at my eye, whatever, because I have a transplant. I got the surgeon and then a regular doctor. The regular doctor came in there. He was like, everything looks good. Just make sure you do your draws. Make sure you can't lift no more than 5 pounds. You can't strain. Pretty much, you can't do nothing. The only thing I want you to do is just sit in the couch and play video games and watch TV. I said, all right, cool. That sounds like a plan. Man.
I don't even think it was 2 days. And he was like calling me and texting me. And I was like, man, this sucks.
It
I
does.
went and came to see you. And
Yes.
he was like, oh, this is horrible. He's like, I was really looking forward to like being off, but being off on your circumstances is way different than
Yes.
a doctor saying you can't do this, you can't do that. You're gonna just sit there on your butt and play video games all
Yeah.
day. And that's fun for like a day.
Nah, it was fun for like 30, 45 minutes. Because I'm not
Mm.
like, I don't get on video games like I used to. It's just like 45 minutes or whatever. And then when you came see me, because you came see me that Wednesday and Thursday. Because
Right.
Thursday you came drop me off the hoodie. And I mean, it's just like, I knew where I was gonna head to. Like I was like, and I'm glad you came check on me. I'm glad Sammy came check out for me. I appreciate all the calls or the text message. I mean, I feel the love, but I knew where I was getting myself into. If I would have stayed in there and just not do nothing, I would have been depressed.
Right.
And that's why I kind of like, hey, let's go do something. Like, cause you even told me you was like, nah, we ain't doing this.
I literally called you and I was like, hey, just got done talking to Brandon. Shout out to to Brandon, our good buddy. And he just had surgery on his back, so he's very limited as well, same as you are.
Yeah.
And I know when you're used to being in the gym quite often, it kind of messes with you psychologically.
Yes.
And I was just like, me and Brandon were outside talking, and his legs are shaking where he ain't used them. He's been so inactive for the last like 5, 6 weeks plus. So as soon as I got to talking to him, I got in the car and I called you, and I was like, hey man, tomorrow we're gonna start walking 2 miles. I
You
was like, I'm
said,
not.
you said, I'm coming to pick you up.
Yeah, because I know if I don't, you're not gonna show up.
Yeah.
So I was like, no, I'll pick you
Yeah.
up. I'll come and
Yeah.
pick you up. So you have no
Yeah.
reason to be like, no,
Yeah.
I can't.
And then the funny thing about it, that Tuesday I had surgery, and then that Friday, was it Friday or Saturday? We went to watch the Creed.
Saturday. No,
Sat-
Friday.
Friday.
It was
Friday, I had another appointment Friday, another checkup. I went to E-Town, this tornado watch the whole day. Me and Tiff going to E-Town, going to get a surgery, for a checkup. And then we was like, you know what? Let's go get our feet done. And we ain't had our feet done in like probably about 6 months, my feet or whatever. And she's like, let's go to Bowling and get our feet done. So we over there riding like it's sun shining and everything,
just
And let's
another
start-
day. No.
Everybody calling us like, where y'all at? I heard D-Town about to get hit by a tornado. Y'all better, where y'all? I was like, nah, we already in Bowling Green. I said, y'all good. I swear.
The cows are flying by.
That wind was so heavy in Bowling Green. It was just awful. The power went out at the salon, the nail salon, twice.
And you just.
I was like, man, I got a bad eye. If it's time, it's time, I guess. I guess they ain't gotta get their $600 over there, little. But it was just, and then we got done with our nails. We went out to eat in Bowling Green, and because I haven't had my appetite, that surgery messed up with my appetite, and that's a good thing because I don't want
You wanted to lose weight.
I want to lose weight anyways,
and that was your biggest thing is you was afraid that you would get be at home and just eat because you're bored and just eat.
Anyways, the Friday power went out about 2 o'clock in K City. We didn't get our power back till like Tuesday, I think. So with a care in the world, I have food. I was gonna come see y'all Friday night, go watch Creed. So we got back from Bowling Green, came back to K City, and went back to E-Town, meet y'all over there. When Tiffany over there driving the interstate, swerving because the wind was so heavy, and I'm like, if it's time for me to go, I guess. Let's go.
On the way to watch Creed 3. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. Oh man, it's a good thing that we're able to help you out with that because I know a lot of people, man, they get to after surgery they get in like a really dark place.
Man.
And that's my biggest concern with you and Brandon both is I was like, I'm not gonna just sit here and watch you guys have a pity party. You know what I mean? That's not the kind of guy I am.
Because I was getting there.
Right.
I was getting there because you know what? Because even when you was coming to see me, or even when Sammy came to see me, or even when Tiff came to see me, or whatever, I didn't want to be messed with. I didn't want to be bothered with. I didn't want to and I knew it was getting like man, if I don't watch it, I want to be left. If you get left alone, what's the other thing you gonna do? Get depressed.
Right.
And then no, that sucks. And
I didn't give you any time.
Heck no, you didn't. Because you came up. Matter of fact, we didn't have power, so I had to stay at Tiffany's house. And you was like, you texted me that Monday night. You was like, what time you want me to be there? I was like, what? What time you want to come pick you up? He said, we got to be there at 10 o'clock, so I'll be there about such time. I was like, okay. I didn't go to bed till 3 o'clock in the morning.
You're going to do it anyway.
And I was like...
I'm not going to sit here
and
watch you.
You called me that morning. I didn't answer it, so you text Tiffany. Tiffany woke me and said, hey, Dalton over there to come pick you up. He said if you still want him to come pick you up. I was like, nah. And I was like, nah, if I don't go, I'm just going to be stuck in this house. I was like, nah, yeah, tell
And you would feel way better doing that, man.
Yes.
And you did. You came back and you was doing some light stuff, with me and on the bag, this and that. I couldn't imagine just what your day would have been like. You would have been in your head, would have been upset, mentally, kicking yourself, I wish I'd win.
Yeah. And then I appreciate that. I really appreciate that. You taking your time and come pick me up. And then even just walking with the guys, because it was...
Oh, we were just cutting up, man. Walking. And Brandon,
it was a beautiful day. It was a beautiful day.
So Brandon calls me, not Tuesday, but he calls me Thursday night. Or it might have been, it was last night he called on the way home. And he said, man, I just want to let you know that I really appreciate you guys walking with me. He's like, you guys didn't have to do that. He goes, none of y'all had to do that. He said, but I'm glad y'all did because it makes it, you can go a lot further when you got other guys there supporting you.
Most definitely. Most definitely.
And he was just like, man, I just want to just tell you thank you and I appreciate you doing that. He said, I came home, called my family, told them I went and walked 2 miles with the guys. And we actually did 2.75 miles. So we're a quarter away from doing 3 miles, and then we went
That
and did
was
stairs.
Thursday.
Yeah, it was
Thursday.
yesterday we did.
Yeah.
And we did stairs, came back to the gym, like, and I don't, as I always say, do something better than nothing. Even just that walking, helped him out a lot. You know what I mean? Especially mentally.
Yeah.
And I know that's the hard spot to be in when you're just having to sit at home and be on bed rest.
Oh yeah.
That ain't it, man. That ain't it.
Nah.
And we're sitting here walking, cutting up. We took pictures of us
Yeah.
out here by that museum.
Yeah.
If I didn't have class, I wanted to check it out. I've never been in
For
there.
real. I want to go
did.
check it out.
And it was open. I was like, I'm gonna go down there. I
Yeah.
don't know what that place is
I
called,
don't either.
but yeah, it looked cool.
I don't either.
So
It was
maybe
pretty
on next week's adventure
Yeah. Can't
we'll
wait.
walk 2 miles and go in there and check the place
I want to
out.
walk 3 miles next time.
Go 3.
3.
We're gonna start getting
Early.
there earlier then.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
they want to do class at
Yeah.
11.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we just come back to the gym and pick them up and be like, you want to go on a walk for 2 miles? I mean,
I don't
why
think
not?
they
I mean,
want. I don't think they want to come. I think they want to actually do that.
yeah, that's true. But I mean, we're a unit. We're all together. If one of y'all are struggling, I'm struggling. I mean, that's how I am. Like I want to get you guys up to.
But I don't want to take their time.
I understand that.
I don't want to take their time because I'm pretty sure they want to come out here and train, not what with the handicap. I mean,
Yeah, the handicap class.
Handicap class.
So we'll kind of go back to what you were talking about earlier, going to watch Creed 3. Without spoiling the movie, is there anything you want to like talk about in that?
Man,
Without spoiling, you
no.
can't spoil the movie.
Like, I mean, I watched the first one. I already watched all of them, the first one, the second one, or whatever. But I already watched them before
Right.
we went. I told you, I said I'm already watching them or whatever. The third one was really good out of all of them. I mean,
They really focused on the family aspect
yes,
more than anything.
yes.
They really kind of just brought it in a full circle and really focused on the family part, and even him and Damien really focused on that. And I mean, they did a
They
tremendous
good. They done real good.
Fight scenes were awesome.
Awesome. Yes. Yes.
The only thing I kind of really didn't like is they kind of crammed it. But you got any more of those?
Yeah, one.
Look at that, dude. Coming in
Man.
clutch. Just got
Man.
money.
1-1. HR.
Go ahead, give it to him.
Oh man, I didn't know. I thought he said.
Oh,
I
and he bought it.
got the good eye. Shit. Hey, $40,000.
that?
Shit.
It's got a laser on it.
Like
Google
that,
Gadget
yeah.
Eyes. What it's got? Google Gadget Eye. The only thing I didn't like about it is that movie. I think personally it should have like a 2.5 hour movie. I feel like they kind of jammed in a lot. of stuff.
Yeah, they rush it.
But I mean, it was awesome, dude. I mean, I loved it. I love boxing movies. I love how they really kind of show the ropes and show what they go through and this and that. And I mean, they did awesome. And he already confirmed that there will be a Creed 4.
Are you serious?
He already confirmed it.
That's
And
what's
if you
up.
watch the movie, he's left so many seeds. I mean, there's so many
yes.
ways that the franchise can go off to if you haven't seen it. And he did such a phenomenal job. Their budget was like $74 or $75 million, and they got $100 million on opening weekend. Got $100 million.
God bless.
So they done passed that up. So that's awesome. It's such an amazing film. Dude.
It is.
It was.
What do you give it at?
There's always room for improvement.
Oh yeah, most
I
definitely.
would say easily a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
Yeah.
Me too. But high 8, low 9.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was real good though.
I just feel like that's the only problem is they kind of just really.
Shove it in. all
Yeah,
at
they
once,
put a lot in there, but I mean, it was fantastic, man. And I love how they always bring in boxers.
I tell you what, I was disappointed on that movie. When they had an opening, that movie opening in Mexico City, Julio Cesar Chavez went over there and gave him a jacket to Michael B. Jordan, and I thought he was gonna be in it. I thought Julio Cesar Chavez, and then I heard about Chavez, the other fighter.
Yeah, so
I was like, man, wrong Chavez.
and that's on. You can watch the trailer and you know that Jose Benavidez is the main, one of the main fighters in it, and his last name is Chavez.
Mhm.
But I was waiting too. I'm not gonna lie. I was kind of sitting there like, okay, they got this guy in there. They got this guy, this guy, this guy. When does Julio Chavez show up? Because I know you're a huge. You talk about it on the podcast,
yes.
and that's one of your favorite fighters of all time.
Yes.
Oh, it would have been nice.
Yeah, it would have been nice.
You know,
Even if it would have just, I mean, they got my boy Canelo in there, but I mean, for like, what, 3 seconds?
Yeah, it was
I mean,
literally a
Yeah.
cameo, just
Yeah.
like a split second. But I mean, that would have been awesome if they
Yeah.
had done that.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, dude, it was such a good movie, dude. I mean, there's a lot of emotional parts. It's a fun movie. It's emotional.
Action.
I mean, it takes you around the
Yeah.
whole block, and I think they did a phenomenal
They
job
did.
there.
They did.
there's a big fight coming up, and we've talked about it before, and that's the Ryan
Ryan
Garcia,
Garcia.
your boy.
Yeah. Name my boy. Ain't my boy.
Look how quick
Yeah,
you
my,
said.
uh-uh.
Yeah, that's my boy. No, it ain't. No, it ain't.
No, it ain't.
So that fight will be April 22nd. Gervonta Davis and Ryan Garcia, and they've been having press conferences for Wednesday and Thursday. And there's a clip I want to show you guys, and I think it's hilarious. Probably the funniest part I think out of both the two press conferences. We'll talk about it, but Davis, you want to go and play it? It's pretty funny, I think, and we'll kind of talk about it. But the press conferences don't really do nothing except sell the fight.
Yeah.
They're just.
But see, I haven't really seen it. I've seen a couple minutes of it.
Yeah.
And I've seen some of it, but
I mean, that's the whole point of a press conference. Is just.
I mean, you gotta talk your smack. You want to sell tickets?
Right.
You gotta talk smack.
And that's what they're doing. They're here to just sell the fight. Are we ready to go? All right, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and show you guys my favorite part.
I got a little friend. Hey, you gonna? I got heels on. Okay, and you had a purse on yesterday. Shut up.
Not first.
Yeah, you got one on now. Come on, man.
Gucci.
I'm gonna beat him. I'm gonna knock him out, and that's it. See you April 22nd.
So, I mean, that's it right there. I thought that part was just hilarious. But here's the thing, man. That don't win fights, though. Fighting wins fights. Doing the smack talking, this and that, that don't really cost fights. But I will say this: Ryan has been doing a phenomenal job in those press conferences.
All I want to know, I seen the conference where he had them pants, them car. I don't even know. He had like 5 different pockets.
Yeah.
He was retarded.
It is what it is.
Nah.
But
that's why he's not gonna win.
I don't think he's gonna win either. To be honest with you, I mean, I'm 110% root for Davis. And I talked about this before. Ryan Garcia has an 83% knockout ratio. It's pretty high. 83%. Gervonta Davis has a 93% knockout ratio. So that gives us 100% knockout come April 22nd. Once one of them's get knocked out, I mean, I guarantee it. Like, somebody's going to get put to sleep. I think it's going to be Davis putting Ryan to sleep. I feel like.
We're going to have the fight here, too, right?
Yeah. We'll be watching.
Y'all more than welcome to pull up.
Rank Satellite Boxing. What I normally do is we get a projector out, put on the wall, and we have, food, games, basketball outside, cornhole, spike ball, listen to music, grill out, make it a whole day out of it. I mean, Ryan is just talking. He's doing good.
He is.
Dude, like, there's something I watch. I start smiling because it's funny. Like, some of the stuff he's saying is funny.
Yeah.
But again, that don't win fights, man. And Gervonta's not a big talker. He don't really speak a lot.
I like that. He's
real quiet. If he does, it's just like, I'm still going to knock you out.
Yeah.
I mean, he don't really say a whole lot.
Yeah.
He's more worried about getting in the ring and putting you to sleep.
Yeah.
I didn't know this. It kind of threw me a loop. But Ryan's the one that's been pressing the fight. Yeah. What? He wanted to fight him back in October. Wanted to fight him in December. And then now it's finally happening in April. Ryan's been the one reaching out to Davis wanting to fight. So, I mean, he got the confidence. But as far as like the IQ go, who knows? People don't really give Gervonta Davis that much credit because he does knock everybody out. They're like, well, you've never seen the end of the bell. And he's got 28 fights, and all but 2 have been a knockout. Only twice has it went the full distance.
Dang.
The last guy he fought was Hector Garcia. And dude quit on the stool. I remember watching the fight at my house. I was watching the fight. And I had Hector winning. Like, Garcia was eating a lot, or Davis was eating a lot of punches. And Hector goes in the corner, like, Gervonta just landed a really good left hand. And they go back to the corners, and you can hear it when they're talking. He's like, he tells his coach he can't see. Davis hit him so hard that he couldn't see. And they call the fight. They're like, oh, you're done. Like, how do you hit somebody so hard that you can't see nothing?
I'll give him my surgeon's number if he wants it. If you want to give him to you.
If you need it, Hector.
Oh, yeah.
Gus got you. But they said the whole reason of him fighting Hector Garcia was a tune-up fight for Ryan Garcia. That's what they say. I mean, and he put him down. So
he got power.
Yeah, dude. Unbelievable power. When he fought Rolly back in the day, like this is a couple months ago, man, he fought Rolly. And Rolly comes in, and Rolly was winning that fight too. And he comes in, Davis, wham, and like takes an angle off and knocks out Rolly. After the fight, they're like, oh, let's bring on the fight. And Gervonta goes, I didn't even hit him that hard. That's what he goes, I didn't even hit him that hard. I just seen it, I took it. Like, for him to say that, like, and you can watch the fight, it wasn't like he loaded up. It was like he was coming in, catches him, like, pivots around the back. I mean, he's got, God-gifted power. I mean, that's what he's got. And then Ryan, his best shot is his left hook. And he says it in the
In
press
the
conference.
press, yeah, I see that.
And Gervonta's like, okay, then what? Then what? That's all you got. That's all you got is your left hook. Then what? He says he's got a really good right hand. We'll see. I mean, his left hook, I've seen videos of it.
See, real fast.
Yeah. There's a video of him fighting a guy, and it's like mid-exchange. Like, dude comes in. You didn't even see it. Ryan throws a left hook, catches him, and the guy stays up for like 0.2 seconds and then drops down, knocks him out.
Wow.
It was like instant. Bam. And the guy's like standing up and just collapsed.
So, can you tell me the reason why you don't like Ryan Garcia?
Who?
You.
Well, I don't like
Yeah.
him. Because he took off a year after he fought Luke Campbell. I don't like that. I think it's like, and he was using like a bunch of other stuff. Like, his main thing was like mental illness. And I agree with that. Everybody's got demons and problems and mental stuff.
Who got that?
Ryan.
Right. Oh.
That was the whole reason he like left boxing is what he said, or that's what he proclaimed to be. And I get that. Like, everybody's got this stuff going on. Absolutely. But boxing is what helps people with that. And then for him to fight Luke Campbell and then take off a year.
Did he lose when he?
No, he got dropped by Luke Campbell.
He got dropped.
Yeah.
He won though.
Yeah, he won. He won the fight.
Okay.
So, I mean, maybe he took off. Maybe he just needed to kind of knuckle back down. That's awesome if that's the case. But I don't know. Maybe he is dealing with stuff. Everybody deals with stuff, like I said before. I just didn't like that he took off a year. Because Canelo brought up a point. He said, man, when I was your age, I was fighting 17 times a year. You know, the big names of boxing now, they fight every 6 months. Now, there's some that, like Canelo's one of them, that he'll fight, regularly. Canelo fought last year and got all the belts. Like, back to back to back. Only took off a little bit, and then would go back and get all the belts. And now he's, the unified, undisputed super middleweight. Has all the belts.
What'd you say?
Right.
Say that again.
Undisputed.
Okay.
Has all the belts.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Did Bivol beat him? Yeah. Yeah. They mentioned Bivol beat Canelo. But that's whatever, you know what I mean? You got to give Prosper's due. I
feel that.
He didn't go to the store and pick him up.
Nah.
He won them. He won all of them.
I don't like Ryan Garcia because that comment he said I don't speak Spanish or something.
But I'll fight for you.
But I'll fight for y'all.
Right.
Nah, homie. Like, you didn't even have to say that. Or you could just kept your mouth shut. And just okay.
It's the fact that he said that.
He said it, yeah.
Like, why you gotta say that? Like, I don't speak Spanish, but I fight for y'all. Like,
like, I got brothers and sisters that they can't speak Spanish fluently or
but
whatever.
They don't go around.
But they don't go around, like that. Nah, just.
I'll be your friend. No, I can't speak Spanish.
Yeah, you're not.
Like, you can just be my friend. You ain't gotta say.
You ain't gotta say all that.
Yeah. Just be my friend.
That just rubbed me the wrong way. And
so
the other
you're
thing,
definitely rooting for Davis.
Yes, and the other thing, it kind of rubbed me the wrong way about him. Whenever you show me that clip where he was in training or whatever, and there was reporters in there, and he was over there. I think the coach was telling him that he was dropping the.
Yeah, he kept dropping his backhand. He would drop his hand, and the coach said, "You need to stop doing that. You keep dropping your hand." And he was kind of arguing with the coach, and one of the reporters was like, "Why are you arguing with your coach?" He said, "Oh, when the cameras are here, I got to show out."
Man.
Like, it's your coach. Why are you showing out in front of your coach? Your coach is there to coach you and make you better, right? Be coachable. And then, so there's a clip. He puts a piece of paper under his glove. And he's like, if that paper falls, you're dropping your hand. He goes to punch, paper falls. He's like, see? And it shows a video, or it shows, and the next one shows a video of him getting clipped. Like, he comes in on Luke Campbell to throw a punch, drops his hand, and gets caught. He gets countered. He eats a hook to his face. And it's like, there you go. That's why he's your coach. You ain't got nothing to prove. And that kind of rubs me the wrong way, too.
Yeah.
How they're like,
I think he's just cocky. Like he just want the clout. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's chasing the clout.
Yeah, and he's not, like, here's my thing. Like, he's got my respect. I have respect for any fighter that steps in there. As a coach, I respect all fighters. I know what it takes to get in there, and, I coach these guys to be on that level. But it's just a level of opposition. Like, if you ask people, like, people say, oh, Ryan Garcia this, Ryan Garcia that. And I'm like, yeah. I was like, he's cool. I said, but you know who Luke Campbell is? And they're like, who? I'm like, that's the guy that dropped Ryan Garcia. And they're like, oh, okay. And, I think I give him props. He's trying to get tested with Gervonta Davis. A lot of guys don't want to fight Gervonta Davis. He's a tank. That's what they call him. Gervonta Tank Davis. He runs you over and knocks you out. He's there to blow you up. You know what I mean? So I think it's awesome that he's willing to call him out like that and to take that fight. If Ryan wins, I won't say nothing. You know what I mean? I won't say nothing to nobody. That's going to be wild, but I don't see it. I feel like...
Who is his coach?
Ryan Garcia's coach?
No, Tank.
His name's Calvin. Calvin. I can't remember his last name, but it's Calvin. He's a good coach.
So who is that coach that we seen at the fight?
What are you talking about?
Over there at, when we went to see your boy.
JD's?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Deontay's coach. That's Deontay Wilder's coach.
Oh.
Did you think that was the same?
No,
I'm just.
yeah. But no, because I was watching something on YouTube the other day, and I forgot what I was watching. But anyways, that dude that we seen at the fight, the coach, he was in that video, whatever.
Shout out to JD's,
Yeah,
dog.
yeah. Dang, you're the heavyweight.
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, Waller. Yeah, that's his coach, right?
Yeah.
That is crazy.
So now you feel how I feel.
Yes, because that's yeah, I know why you're being excited because
Dude, I mean, like I love talking about that experience, man. I actually emailed him. I'm not gonna get into it too whatever, but I sent him an email last week, and he messaged back and I'm not gonna get into it's kind of on down the down low, but I mean he's awesome. JD is such a cool dude, man. And like we talked for like 10 minutes, and I mean I could have spent hours talking to him, and nobody at that venue knew. And it was in Hopkintown. It was in Hoptown, Kentucky. JD's, who is a world champion trainer. He had Deontay Wilder, who was a world champion in the heavyweight division, and he's at Louisville, Hoptown in Kentucky. And as soon as he walked in, I went right to him, and I was like, "That's Deontay's coach."
Yeah.
And my old lady was like, "That ain't. Why would he come to Hoptown, Kentucky?" And I was like, "I mean, that's
it's
him
crazy though because
and Dion is one of his fighters.
It's crazy though because I was watching they were showing the thing when he fought Fury.
Tyson Fury.
Yeah. They were like, doing like this and that, this. And then when I seen him, I was like, I got excited like you did. I was like, oh shit. I was like,
I met that guy.
Yeah, I seen that guy. Yeah. I was
Dude,
like,
he's such a cool guy, man.
Yeah, he seemed like he's pretty humble, like, yeah.
And then nobody there knew who he was. That's what really kind of blew me.
It was yeah, I know how you feel now. Yeah.
Because I was like, man, that's him. Like he's been on that big stage. Like that's my goal as a coach is I want to have fighters that make it to that level and that opposition with those other guys, and to be able to meet him, and he's such a humble guy. I gave him a hug, shook his hand.
I remember that.
I mean, he was such a cool guy, man.
And I'm like, I ain't never met that man. Who the hell is this man? Like,
yeah, Gustavo, like, why is Coach dabbing him up?
Yeah, I get
like,
jealous.
He never been in ringside.
I get jealous when you be dabbing other people.
Yeah. Who is he? Why is he dabbing up that guy, man? I got to. That's shout out to JD's, man. Sky Boxing in Northport, Alabama, man. It's good people, and I mean, such a cool guy, man. Such a cool guy. I mean, I feel like we kind of talked about a lot of stuff today. That's probably going to be it for this podcast. Anything you want to say?
I just want to appreciate everybody who called, text me, looking out for me. Appreciate you.
I got you.
I mean, I really appreciate it. It really meant a lot for people to text me and stuff. It's like, dang, like, that's what's up. Is that how love feels? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you got that support system, man. You got those people that be there.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, going with you when you're doing this stuff.
Yeah.
Man, I mean, that's all we got for today. If you guys like what you saw, like, comment, subscribe. We will be having that fight at the gym if you guys are interested in doing that. We have a ringside page. You guys just follow the journey. That is next. You guys watch. And time.